Buy here, pay here at the SNR Auto Sales in Shelby, the home of the satisfied customer. Come in now for your next vehicle at a price and payment you can afford. See their selection online at SNRAutosales.com and pick up this week's What's Up Shopper and play the SNR Auto Sale Sports Trivia Game. Win a free $10 gift certificate to the clock. SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby, right next to Bojangles, the home of the satisfied customer.
When you need a ride, Specialized Transport has exactly what you're looking for, serving Gaston, Lincoln, Catawba, Burke, Caldwell, and Cleveland counties. Specialized Transport has your area covered. Ambulatory, wheelchair, and geriatric chair transport. Handicap transportation services and non-medical transport services are available as well. When you need a ride, call Dean Hastings at 704-735-5676. Specialized Transport will get you where you need to be. 704-735-5676.
Hi, this is Greg McIntyre, the Elder Law Guy, here with my co-host of the Elder Law Report, Hayden Soloway. Has your husband, wife, mother, or father, are they in or entering a nursing home?
And have you made preparations to protect your home and savings?
We're giving a special exclusive seminar called Medicaid Crisis Planning. There are only 20 spaces available. Call for your spot. You need to hear this information. 704-259-7040.
The station for lovers everywhere,
Give me a kiss.
but suitable for the entire family.
Rated PG.
Happy Valentine's Day from Big O Country, WHS, WCSL, and WLON, the What's Up Shopper, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
I'm Lon Helton, inviting you to join me as I count down the week's top 30 with my co-host Luke Bryan, who's having a bit of a Twitter war with Blake Shelton.
They flash Blake's Twitter page on TV, and it's my high school photo before I was planning on moving to Nashville, and that is his profile pic.
That's Luke Bryan this week on Country Countdown USA.
Country Countdown USA with Lon Hilton, Friday afternoons 1 to 4, right at Big O Country and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
10 seconds remaining. Down by 1. The ball is in your best player's hands. Dribble, drive, crossover, step back, elevate, release, rotation. These moments are everything on the Tar Heel Sports Network.
Clemson Tiger, North Carolina Tar Heel, Duke basketball, and NCAA basketball. Right here at Big O Country and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. It's the year-end closeout sale at Hojo Power Sports and Equipment in Shelby. Prices have been slashed. All units must be sold. And now get 0% financing for 54 months, plus up to $400 in rebates on selected models. Now's the time to buy with name brands like Snapper, Bobcat, Walker, Ferris, and more. But hurry for the best selection, the year-end closeout sale at Hojo Power Sports and Equipment, 110 Greg Street in Shelby. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 till noon on Saturday. The new face of Strong is the new 2016 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab All-Star 4-wheel drive truck, and it's now at Carter Chevrolet in Shelby. Buy now and get $7,250 in total value savings. And Carter Chevrolet has a good selection of remaining 2015 Silverado trucks. The 2015 Chevrolet Double Cab Silverado LS is now at $28,695. Only at Carter Chevrolet, your discount Chevy store in Cleveland County's only family-owned new car dealership. 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at carterchev.com.
Good morning on this Friday, the 12th of February, 2016. It's time for the Elder Law Report. Greg McIntyre and Hayden Soloway in our studio today. You can view online at ktcbroadcasting.com or listen here on this radio station. And now let's send it to Greg and Hayden and their guests today.
You know what that is, Milton? It's
Okay,
Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Milton.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna smooch my Valentine on Sunday.
All right.
On Sunday. So,
Yeah. Greg has a beautiful.
I'm in
beautiful
love.
wife.
I'm in love.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah, I am. I am. That's very true. Very true. So this is our Valentine's Day show coming up. We've got a special guest with us today. It's Joe Seidel, Division Director for Beata Home Healthcare. The show today is going to be about the future of healthcare. The future is now, and a free healthcare planning seminar we're doing coming up. We got a 4-city tour that we're doing, rising healthcare costs and planning for the future. Are you and your loved ones ready? Many people think, and that's a big fear, isn't it, Hayden? That at some point you might have to go to a nursing home, go to an assisted living facility, and there's plenty of good ones out there, and we deal with them and work with them all the time. But that's not exactly all your options. In fact, now you can receive the same level of care in home, in the comfort of your own home, and never have to leave. And we're going to talk about what home health care is, how to pay for that home health care, the different options. And Joe is just a real expert on home health care. Again, Division Director for Beata Home Health Care. And hey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm awesome. I mean, I just had a big cup of coffee and a blueberry muffin, so I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I can't wait till Sunday.
Got that sugar high.
Do some smooching for Valentine's Day.
Well, don't wait.
No,
don't save them. You don't use them up.
What? I mean, what? Don't use them up? No. What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
When I was a kid, that was a joke. There's no end to them. You can have all you want.
I'm not sure what Hayden's saying, but we'll let her explain.
About the kisses.
Okay. All right.
You were saving them for Sunday. I said, no, you won't use them up.
Just use them today, or go ahead and start. No. Okay. So, what
okay.
are you doing for Valentine's Day, Hayden?
I'm waiting to watch The Walking Dead.
Waiting to watch The Walking Dead?
The mid-season premiere is Sunday.
You watch The Walking Dead?
I love The Walking Dead.
Things I didn't know about Hayden.
Yes.
Really?
I'm a very eclectic. I have a very eclectic list of shows I watch. It's small, but it goes from Downton Abbey, and very British, and then it goes to Walking Dead and the zombies and a lot of things in between. But yes, I'm excited about that.
We've got some Walking Dead files in our office. We do. That's what I call them, zombie files. They just won't die. So, just the ones that keep coming back. So, hey, I like The Walking Dead too. I like
you
it
really
too.
watched it?
I have watched it. Yes, I have. So I'm going to check it out.
It's going to be awesome this week.
Are you going to watch it with your husband, with your sweetie?
No, he hasn't caught up. He's still watching. He's still got to watch about the last 6 episodes of last season. He's been binge watching it.
Yeah. Okay.
He
like
wouldn't
Netflix
trust me that he should watch it, but his sister backed me up, and she said, "Oh, you've got to watch this."
Right.
So now we're both fans, but I'm just going to record the first few for him to watch later.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So what? Well, it's time for Hayden's Corner. Okay. What's going on over in your corner, Hayden?
Don't put Hayden in the corner.
Don't put Hayden in the corner?
From the movie. Don't put baby in the corner.
I remember, yeah.
Okay.
Dirty Dancing.
No, it's just little facts on Valentine's Day. 1 billion cards are going to be exchanged for Valentine's Day.
1 billion Valentine's cards. 1 billion.
That's the second largest holiday for cards.
Right.
I'm going to assume Christmas is.
Okay.
And interesting, this shocked me. Do you know how many workers there are at chocolate factories?
In the United States or worldwide?
You know, that it didn't specify.
Okay. No, I don't.
The number will still astound you. 40,000.
Okay. 40,000.
Right. And if you don't have a Valentine, but you have a pet, you can be among 3% of pet owners that give their pets a Valentine's gift. Well,
kisses on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, fine. Go ahead.
So give your pet a gift on Valentine's Day.
Well, you sure can.
That's right. That's right.
Now, there's just interesting enough about the history of Valentine's Day. Started out with a war. Emperor Claudius II didn't want his soldiers marrying on Valentine's Day. So Bishop Valentine went against his wishes and performed secret weddings. And he was jailed. And while he was in jail, he wrote a note to the jailer's daughter signing it, quote, "From your Valentine," unquote. So that was the bloody beginning of the beautiful Valentine's holiday.
A beautiful Valentine's Day.
So you have exhausted my knowledge of Valentine's Day.
Let's get Hayden out of the corner.
Let's talk about Joe and Beata and all these things. I'm so excited to hear this.
Okay.
I have parents, and I'm trying to learn everything I can to help care for them. So
That's right. And Joe Seidel, again, is with us today. He's our special guest from Beata Home Healthcare. Joe, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. You know, I think Mother's Day might be the day that the most cards are sent out.
Yes, I bet you're right.
So, yeah.
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, but certainly a lot of I sat around making Valentine's Day, with my kids last night for all their classmates, which takes forever because there's 4 in school right now. So
Yeah.
I think this is the only time that I've been taller than you, Joe, because my seat's up higher.
I lowered mine down a little bit.
Did you? Thank you.
Yeah, so I could get on your level.
Yeah,
So.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay. So, Joe, you're division director. I always want to call you you're division director for Beata Home Healthcare, which means really from Charlotte to Atlanta, correct?
That's correct, yep.
And I know you primarily working through the Shelby office, but, I've worked with the Morganton office, and you guys are all over the place, aren't you?
Yeah, we're in 22 states. We have over 300 offices. We also have offices in India, and now we have an office in Germany as well, so we're looking to expand internationally. In North Carolina, we probably have 50 offices between all of our offices, and there's probably not many counties in North Carolina that we don't have services available.
I mean, I know you and I have sat down and done some interviews before, and if you want to really, really get some more mileage out of our show today and learn even more in depth, you can go to mcelderlaw.com and pull up a series of 3 interviews Joe and I have done in the past. I've always enjoyed sitting down with you. It just fascinates me how you can give, anywhere, from minimal level care to ICU level care in someone's home and make that happen. I mean, who wants to raise your hand out there if you're ready to go? Not that there are not some good ones, but to an assisted living or nursing home right now. No, most people want to stay at home, don't they?
Absolutely. When that option is available, more people want to be at home. There's so many, health benefits alone of being at home. You're psychologically, you're in the place that you know and love. The infection rate, when you're in a facility, the infection rate can be pretty high. When you're at home, you have very little risk of infection because it's just you and your home. And so there's some definite health benefits, but also the psychological benefit. And, we all know that when we're in our own home, we just have the ability to kind of relax, let our hair down a little bit, and if we want to walk around in our robe and not get dressed for the day, we can do that, and sit in our favorite rocker or recliner or whatever, or stay in bed all day long, and so being in your own home is certainly has a lot of advantages.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about Beata Home Healthcare and the services that you offer the community.
Yeah, we've got a really broad range of services that we can provide. We have pediatric offices, so we take care of people coming out of oftentimes a NICU unit, might be a child, an infant on a trach and vent. We have all the way up to senior care, elder care. At one point in time in our Shelby office, we were taking care of a 1-year-old and a 103-year-old. So we had, and everybody in between. So our services range from, the assistive care type things where, someone might just need some additional help around the house. They might need a companion, someone to sit with them. They might have dementia, and they're a wander risk, and so there's someone there with them, maybe help them with their bathing, dressing, some light housekeeping, some laundry services. We could even run errands for some individuals. Go out and take them to grocery shopping, whatever. Up to and including the high-tech nursing. And I know you said you were in a home recently of one of our clients, but on a mechanical ventilator, also probably having a tracheostomy. So we have some very high-level complicated care that go on in the homes as well. So we have everything in between. And in some of our locations, we don't have in North Carolina, but some of our locations we also provide hospice services. So there's a broad range of services that we provide.
I was in a home recently where Beata is providing home health care, and this was really ICU level care right in someone's living room. And it was a trach vent, and just so enjoyed visiting with them. And it was just an impactful experience to me to witness it firsthand, to see what they were going through, number one. But also, from my standpoint, I'm there to see, okay, how can we make sure that this is provided and we stay in home? The number one wish of this couple, okay, this husband and wife and family that was there, was that they be able to stay in the house, okay? I mean, anything else was really not an option, okay? Because I was trying to temper expectations and what are the options, but it was no. We want to stay in home, and there was a Beata nurse that was there in the home that was tending to all the needs, and it just, in the family, the daughter and wife were able to sit there and talk about benefits planning and, hey, how can we protect the home and the land and this retirement and all that, and it was just a really pleasant experience. It was a great experience, and something I'll probably never forget. Okay, and it was just, in the end, I was really humbled and honored to be able to offer that service. I mean, really, it was just to be able to go in and, from my standpoint, the legal standpoint, make a real impact like that for someone in that situation is a privilege, and it's something I don't feel like necessarily I deserve to do. Okay, or but I enjoy doing it, and I'm very honored to be thought of in those situations and hired to do that. So
yeah, it's really you go into the home and you see the sacrifices that the spouse perhaps makes, the family members make, in order to be able to keep somebody at home. And one of the other challenges with clients that might be on a ventilator, if they need long-term care services, there's really only 4 facilities in the state of North Carolina that take people on a long-term basis, and the closest one to here is Taylorsville. So we're talking about an hour away from here, and if you've got your loved one in a facility and it's an hour away, that's a tough thing. But you also talk about the nurse that was there, and we have what we call our Heroes on the Homefront program, which is our quarterly employee recognition program, and we have some phenomenal caregivers that are out there in the field, and the training that they get. And the compassion that they demonstrate, and they could be in that home for 12 hours at a time, and in many cases they become almost another part of the family because they're there so long. And recently in our Shelby office, we had the RN of the Year hero for all of Beata, 25,000 employees, and she was the RN of the Year that was selected out of the out of the Shelby office. So it's a real honor to do that, and can't name her yet because we're gonna she knows, but we can't name her yet because they'll do a formal announcement later on. But also last year, the Shelby office again had the #1 home health aide for the entire company, and she was taken to our awards weekend, and red carpet rolled out for her and honored her. But her name is Tracy Reed, and Tracy's just a phenomenal caregiver, going above and beyond, taking care of her clients in some spectacular ways, and very unassuming, not bragging about it, but when you dig in and find out what our caregivers are doing in the field, it's, we just hear some incredibly amazing stories.
Forgive me for interrupting, but we had a caller who did not want to go on the air, just gave their first name as Calvin. And Calvin wanted to ask Joe a question. What are the chances of the Butler Bulldogs winning the NCAA tournament? I don't know who that Calvin might have been.
Well, Calvin, I'm glad you asked that question. We had a little bit of a slump there, but we're starting to come on strong here. We won a bunch of games in a row, even our record up in the Big East. Now we're 17-7, so I think our chances are strong. So thanks for asking that question, Calvin.
All right, thanks, Calvin, for listening.
I wonder who that Calvin could be.
I don't know.
Did not want to come on air, but
Didn't
Calvin.
he didn't want to be on the air. Just wanted to ask a question.
Calvin Huskins, Calvin
Could have been Calvin Coolidge. I don't know.
Coolidge. All right. All right.
At least he didn't ask. He didn't want me to buy something, so that's a.
And for those who don't know, I guess that indicates that Joe is a Butler alum.
I'm not a Butler alum, but I lived in Indiana for a number of years,
Gotcha.
and so
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So you're a Butler fan.
I am. Yeah.
All right. There you go.
So and Calvin knows that.
Yeah, I understand. So
Mysterious Calvin.
So, you know, really another thing that we wanted to talk about, and I'm going to get a plug in. I'm plugging the seminar. We have a 4-city tour coming up, okay? And it's entitled, it's a seminar series, and it's going to be Joe Seidel. Featured speakers are Joe. Joe is such a great speaker. If you haven't seen him, he's a very powerful speaker. It'll be a great time. Come on out and have dinner with us. And I am also going to be speaking at that seminar. And I like to have a good time and get really pumped up and involve the crowd and talk about how to save your hard-earned money and property, how to pay for things like in-home care through Beata. But it's not just that. It's going to be a health fair as well. We're going to have a lot of other vendors and participants in there, from Edward Jones from a financial planning side to I think we have hospice is going to come as well. And Joe can go into a few more of those. But let me just tell you the dates. Starts out in Asheville. So we start out in Asheville Tuesday, March 1st, 5:30 to 8 p.m. at the 4 Points Sheridan. Then Thursday, March 3rd, from 5:30 to 8 p.m., we're going to be in Morganton at First Baptist Church, Morganton. And I've really enjoyed speaking at First Baptist Church, Morganton before. It's a really nice place. Hayden, did you go with me up there to First Baptist Church? No, you haven't been up there? I've been up there before. They have a kitchen that most restaurants would envy. It's huge. And so they usually prepare their meals right there. So then Thursday, March 8th, from 5:30 to 8 p.m., we're going to be in Charlotte at Beata Home Health Care on J.M. Keynes Drive in Charlotte. And then, so I feel I get to go to the big city. You think I can handle the big city?
Just get in the tallest building. And
The tallest building?
You'll feel like you're in New York.
Feel like Superman. Okay. So feel like Donald Trump.
Go to one of our offices over there.
We do have a few offices, a couple on Tryon, don't we? Or meeting places over there. Yeah.
yeah.
And then Thursday, March 10th, from 5:30 to 8 p.m., we'll be back in Shelby. We'll be in Shelby at the LeGrand Center on Marion Street across from the fairgrounds. And I invite everybody to come to, you need to come to all 4 seminars.
Yes.
To collect the coins at all 4 seminars, okay? No?
Somebody will take you up on
At
that.
least come to one of those seminars in your area, okay? Come to one in your area, and I think it'll be a really good night and a good time for you to learn a ton about senior care. If you want to reserve a seat at that seminar, space is limited, so to RSVP, call 1-888-794-8631. Grab a pen or a pencil if you don't have one right now. It's 1-888-794-8631, or on your computer, laptop, or smartphone, beata.com/futureplan. Go to on your web browser, beata.com/futureplan. And Beata is B-A-Y-A-D-A, so all A's. All right, so just moving back into talking about home health care, another thing that I think, and I've told this, I know he's sick of me asking him this question. I like technology, okay? I'm just going to put it out there. Do I like technology, Hayden?
Oh, yes.
I do.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to see his bedroom. I bet it's wired.
I don't know. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I have an alarm
Did
clock
I say that?
and a cell phone. I don't know. So, okay. Yes, I love technology. How in the world do you offer ICU level care to someone at home? So hospital level care at home. How does that work?
Yeah, it's a really great question. Again, we have the mechanical ventilators. And it's interesting because a number of years ago they had the iron lung machines that took up like the whole house kind of thing. Some of these now are about the size of a laptop.
Yes.
And a mechanical ventilator is, we've probably all seen on a TV ER type show, where the paramedics bring out the ambu bag and they put it over their mouth and they start squeezing it.
Yes.
And that's a very simple mechanical ventilator. They're helping that person breathe. And so these are just machines that are, that enable people to breathe. We have suction machines. If they're on a tracheostomy, they're going to have to be suctioned. We have coughulators. We've got all kinds of equipment that can be in someone's home. But I think one of the really unique things that we have at Beata is our training for our nurses, and I'm really excited to say that each of these seminars that we're going to be doing, our simulation lab will be at each of them, so people can see what our training process is. But we have high definition mannequins that you can computer program to do, whatever you need to do.
Are we going to have one of these mannequins at?
We are going to have one at all 4 locations.
Okay.
And we've got them programmed. We do different scenarios, and Angie Shaw, who has worked with us for a number of years, had a child who was trach ventilator, and she helped develop some of these programs. John Morris is our adult simulator instructor, and he'll be the one who'll be attending. But this mannequin, if you're not doing protocols properly, the lips will start to turn blue, can go into cardiac arrest. The mannequin can even die if you're not doing the protocols properly. So it really helps give them a lifelike scenario. And like I said, we've developed the scenarios that would potentially be likely. One of them is a power outage, and we know in North Carolina you get those ice storms and get power outages. And if the backup generator is not working, what do you do to help this person who's on a mechanical ventilator? So we do have a lot of options to provide that type care, and a really great thing is the size of these devices. Is that we have clients in different locations that pack up their ventilator. They might be in school. They go to school. They go to work, and our nurses will go with them and help them meet their medical needs while they're there. So it really is fascinating, the technology that's available to keep people in home as long as possible.
Joe, I'm afraid we're going to run out of time, and there's so many questions I have, but I know people are wanting to know about how it's funded, how it feels, how Medicaid, Medicare, insurance, long-term care insurance, how those coordinate to help pay for this.
Yeah, that's a great question, Hayden. We have, there's a lot of ways that this can be paid for. One of them is Medicare, and Medicare is an episodic spell of illness, which is for 60 days. And a person would need to be homebound during that time, and they would have someone who would come out 2 to 3 times a week and then taper off towards the end of that 60 days. But that's a Part A benefit with Medicare, so it'd be paid at 100%. So it's a great benefit for individuals with Medicare. We have Medicaid waiver programs. We have the CAP-DA program, which in Shelby is run by Care Solutions. But each county has its own CAP-DA agency, and if someone called us, we could certainly direct them in the right direction of which CAP agency to get hold of. There's another Medicaid waiver program for the personal care services, which is called PCS, which is personal care services, and that's physician recommended. The physicians have the forms that need to be filled out to be sent into an organization that helps set up those funds. Unfortunately, the state, as we know, sometimes the left hand doesn't always know what the right hand is doing. They forgot to tell the physicians that they would be the ones who would be generating these referrals. So a lot of the physicians may not have the forms available. We have the forms. We can certainly send them out and help somebody. And some of the physicians are obviously more in tune to this program. We have long-term care insurance that we're able to take. We have private insurances. We have, as large a company as we have contracts with pretty much most major private insurance company. If we don't, we can do an out-of-network contract. We have workers' compensation, VA. Our veterans who have served our country have benefits as well, and some of them are familiar with them, some are not. But there's some great VA benefits. So, and then obviously we take private funds. And I think for anybody, and Greg and I have talked about this different times, as Greg, talks to a client, each client is going to have some specific needs, and we would have some, we know that each person we deal with is going to have specific needs. So we sit down and we talk with them, try to find out what they have, how we can tailor a program to meet their needs, and how we can help them find out what options are payer options. And so each person's unique as they come to this, and but a lot of paying options that are available.
Very briefly, rehab. Do you work with rehab?
We do. We work with a lot of rehab companies. We also have on the Medicare Part A, we can have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy go into the home. We also have a very unique program at Bayada called Bayadability, and we have some rehab certified RNs that can go into the home, make an assessment. What does that person need? Maybe they need some additional equipment. But the Bayadability program is very unique in this industry, and we can go out and do a free in-home assessment to try to determine what that individual needs.
Joe, I want to talk specifically. I want you to wrap up on that seminar that we're going to give, that 4-city tour, and tell them again where they can contact us, how they sign up, who's going to be there, and why they need to come.
Okay, great. That's a really thank you for that introduction to the seminar. We've Greg, you and I last year did a couple of these seminars, and we just found out that as we've gone along that the public needs to know more about what's available from a home care standpoint. So this is an educational seminar. We talk about home care. We also talk about the psychological side of it. It can be a very difficult decision for someone to bring someone into their home. So we talk about all the different services, all the payer types that are available, and you're going to be talking about how to preserve the assets. We'll have someone talking about long-term care insurance, and we're going to have a vendor fair. And last year that was really the highlight of some of the things that we did, because people were able to go around and we'll have Phillips Lifeline who will be there. They will have their personal emergency response systems. They also have a medication dispensing unit that's phenomenal. We'll have a hospice agency at each of our locations that will be there. We'll have a geriatric care manager who can help an individual walk through this whole the whole journey of care for their family member. You're going to have a booth there and talking about elder law. Edward Jones will be talking about financial planning. We have a gentleman that'll be there talking about VA benefits and be able to help the veterans in that line. So we've got some really great vendors lined up, and I'm really excited about it. We're going to be March 1st again in Asheville, March 3rd in Morganton, March 8th in Charlotte, and March 10th in Shelby. And the number for that is 888-794-8631. That's 888-794-8631. Or you can go online. We've got a little video at bayada.com/futureplan, and you can sign up right there as well. And a free meal. It'll start at 5:30. The doors will be open at 5:30 to do the vendor fair. At 6 o'clock approximately, we'll serve the meal, and it'll be a free for all the attendees. And we'll have the presenters, you and I, and then we'll have a Q&A time, and then afterwards the vendor fair will be open till about 8 o'clock. And so I'm really excited about it. We had some great turnout to our events last year, and we've expanded it. It was kind of Morganton and Shelby last year. And working with Tom Minowitz, our area director for Morganton and Asheville, we've expanded it into Asheville and Charlotte this year. And I'm really, really excited about the opportunity to kind of talk about it. And we'll be there as a resource to help people navigate through these tough decisions and tough questions that they have.
Absolutely. Joe, I can't thank you enough for being on the show today. Hayden, did you have anything else that you wanted to wrap up with?
I probably could continue asking questions. I'm just fascinated with what all you can do, and I'm learning about this seminar more and more, and it's just amazing how much information is going to be in one place. You can go from one to another and follow your health care from doing okay to not doing well at all, and talk to everybody during that process. I
Well,
think
I tell you
that's
what
amazing.
we're going to do, and you see some TV shows and radio shows do this, and I've toyed with it. We're going to stay for. Can you stay for a few minutes afterwards, Joe? After
Sure.
we finish up the show, we're going to wrap up here and sign off. But we're going to stay for a few minutes after the show. You can go to our website mcelderlaw.com. Sign up for the newsletter. We'll email you the radio show and the after talk, so you can hear Hayden's other questions. Okay, talk a little bit more about it, and you can see it right on Elder Law TV, which is right on our website. All over social media, we'll have that up today, so you can see the after show. Okay, and this is Greg McIntyre with McIntyre Elder Law. I'm the Elder Law guy, helping seniors protect their assets and legacies. Very humble to do what I do. Very humble to be on the radio, and very glad that you're listening. Have a great day, and until next time, Milton.
And we just want to pass along, just got some reports from a couple listeners and station officials in Shelby. It is snowing in Shelby.
Get right out of town.
Yeah, not snowing here at our studios, but snowing in Shelby.
I mean, didn't they say Monday we're going to have some snowstorm, 5 inches or something?
Maybe some snow or ice, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
Changed more to an ice event Monday, but snowing a little bit today.
Be careful out there.
All right. Thank you, guys.